What is up, everybody? What? We're talking about how to get your first customer. So I'm going to be teaching you some stuff, demonstrating it live here. And if you notice, I have the Apple homepage up. Because the first thing you have to know, if you want to get paying clients, if you want to start making money online, people always ask me, Ty, what do you do for a living? I'm like, well, I own different businesses that make money online, and some of them, like real estate investing that I do, makes money offline. So let's see how much money I made online today. This is a Stripe account right there, you can see. Let it load up here. This isn't a screenshot, and I haven't even looked. So I'll unlock it there with my thumb. What are we at today? $45,068. I don't know if you guys could see that. 45,000, and this is one business, Mentor Box, that has made $1.4 million. $411,000, sorry. So how am I doing it? I want to show you some important stuff. Some of you realize, because I told you a couple days ago, that I'm closing up this scholarship test group. I want to take 300 people from rags to riches. I've already been doing it. I'm going to invite everybody to my house. I already got tons of people that are in it, but maybe you'll be in the 300. And 300 is not a group that you like pay for or anything. It's literally people who've graduated from the different programs that I have and have gone from rags to riches. Some of them have making $1 million a year in their first year. Most people don't make $1 million in their first year, but some people have and do, and a lot of people are making an extra $1,000 a month, $5,000 a month, 10 grand, 20, 40, 50, 60, 80 grand a month. It's crazy. So I want to show you what I taught them, and we got, I think, 3 days left, or maybe even less. I have to do the calculation. I'm closing up the group. So if you want to learn this, pay attention now, okay? So how did one of my businesses make 45 grand today with me doing no work? First thing, I got a good business partner. He does most of the work, but that's for another conversation. While we're sleeping, this thing's making money. Gotta adjust my mic here. Yeah. There we go. That'll be better. So I'm gonna be we're live here, by the way. Let me have that right there. I'm sitting on my little stool. I don't have my shoes on. Somebody says, stop promoting that HomePod. I am not promoting this. I just want to show you the psychology of getting your first customer. What do you have to do in business? You have to, number one, make more money than you spend. People forget that sometimes. But number two, you have to be able to attract clients, not just one, but a lot of them. The hardest part is to get your first customer. Trust me. Like, you know how people keep their first dollar bill? I remember making my first like $6,000 a month. It was over 10 years ago online, and it was wild because I went to bed and I woke up and I made like $2,000 or something in one day while I was asleep. And you know, now sometimes I wake up and I've made 100 grand. And that comes from a combination of things, some of which I'll teach you today, some of which I need more time. So I'll teach you as much as I can. So let's look at this website. What do you notice here on the Apple website? Forget whatever it is, the HomePod. I don't give a crap about that. They got the iPhone 10. First thing that you have to understand, and let's take a few websites, because the way to make money online, let's take Amazon for a second. What is Amazon doing right? What are they doing wrong? So different kind of websites. One is very clean. The psychology here is what we call a forced funnel. They're forcing you to see whatever it is that's important to them. And they change this around. Sometimes it's the HomePod. And then, of course, you can see here, oops, let me unclick there. You can see also they've got the iPhone 10. Now, here on Amazon, it's more of a marketplace, so they got a lot of options. Both of these companies are worth hundreds of billions of dollars. So you can learn a lesson from both of them. And one thing that I've tried to do in my life, I don't do it perfectly, is like go straight to the top. You want to learn how to make money online? You got to go and mimic people that are already doing it. I'm reading the book by Richard Dawkins, The Selfish Gene, and he talks about, you know, you have to simulate the future without actually having to do it yourself. The way you learn how to build a house is not just grab a hammer and just improvise and start nailing. You have to learn from somebody else's experience. So every architect, every contractor, every home builder in America and the world started out by either shadowing somebody who knew how to build a house or observing somebody who knew how to build a house. Twitter's doing that a lot. Twitter, I don't know if resetting is going to even help. Last time we reset Twitter, it didn't do anything. Okay, just leave it, yeah. Okay. So, someone's asking, Ty, should you sell on Amazon or Shopify drop shipping? I will tell you, you should probably do both. Someone said, Ty, I'm missing your crypto videos. Man, I've been sick for 4 days, so we've done a few more. We're doing more. Okay, so what's another example? If we're going to copy from the best, we see here having a clean, forced website is important, forcing people to buy what you want them to buy. Number 2 here, we see that you can also make a lot of money selling a variety of things. If you look at Apple, it looks like they're just trying to sell 1 or 2 things. If you look at Amazon, they're trying to sell a lot. So to me, you can flip the coin. I've made money with both approaches. I've made money with websites that force people to one thing, and I've made money with websites that allow people to have a lot of options. If you go to tylopez.com right now, one of my websites, obviously my own name, you can see we're taking the approach of a lot of different things. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We have about 15 options. About 10 of them are programs. We have a slider where people are getting different programs we have. So my opinion, though, is, so this is point number 1. I'll write this out here. In general, I would recommend you start with a clean, forced website. Okay? So to make your first dollar online, to get your first customer, I would go more like Apple, okay? I would go more like apple.com. Sell 1 thing, maybe 2. Now, some people are going to disagree with me, and they're going to tell you their experience where they had, a website and they made a lot of money. Some of my students, Samir and Juan, they learned from me starting in 2015. Now they make $50,000 to $200,000 a month at 21 years old selling online. They've done both, and now they've evolved into selling multiple things. Okay, Ty, why are you live streaming now? That's because you're in a different country than me. Oh, look, we made $500 here while I've been teaching you. My online account, my Stripe account for MentorBox made $500 in the last, how long I've been here? 7 minutes. Actually $400. But not bad, right? That's the power of, understanding e-commerce. So, Ty, I'm stuck. I only have 1 customer. Ty, can you show product research? Someone said, Ty, do you smoke weed? No copywriting. How to make money off Amazon. Okay, so I'm going to walk you through this. So first, my first advice to you is start out with a more clean website that's like this. The second thing I want to show you is the power of, and Apple and Amazon doesn't do this because they're such big famous brands, but when you build your first website, you can do it on Shopify, you can do it on ClickFunnels, you can do it on Wix, you can do it on WordPress, you can do it all different ways. Use video. Here's why. With video marketing, you can sell yourself. And when you understand marketing psychology, you see people buy through a series of steps. Their first step is, do we respect the authority of this person? When a police officer pulls you over, the first thing you do is look for a badge or look for a gun. You're not going to, if a random person tries to pull your car over, you're not going to stop. You're not going to change your behavior because someone's driving next to you and yelling out, yo, pull over, man. In fact, if they do that, you're probably going to drive away faster. So you can't just have a website. You're not Apple. You're not Amazon. You don't have authority. So you have to explain yourself. So the only way you'd be able, in this analogy, the only way you'd be able to pull someone over is if you said, hey, listen, you don't know me, my name's Ty, but I noticed you have a flat tire. listen to me. You need to pull over this car or you might crash. I'm an auto mechanic and I notice your brake pads or I notice your wheels are out of alignment or something's about to go wrong in your car. So that's what a video does on your website. If you're trying to sell stuff, if you're trying to sell books, if you're trying to sell clothing online and t-shirts, if you're trying to sell knives or household items, if you're trying to sell pet products, people have to know why you. Because if they don't know why you, they're going to pick someone they trust. And a lot of people are just going to go to Amazon and buy without you. Now, I'll teach you a little trick in a second. You can actually sell on Amazon, so you get the authority and respect that Amazon has, but they actually are buying from you. Because many years ago, Amazon started allowing other people to sell. It's not just Amazon selling. So, number 2, so how do you make a good video? Let me show you some stuff. One of the things, here's what I do, and there's different opinions on how to do this. Let me just pick this is a video that I have on my blog here. Let me just pick a random YouTube one. So, if you watch how I do this video here behind me, you'll notice
important lesson you have to learn.
It's
Don't
very
let other people do your
simple.
Stuff too much, even with marketing.
There's nothing fancy there. In this video, I'm not even looking into the camera.
Armin,
I'm talking to other people. And it's a 6-minute video.
And that automatic means guaranteed.
And this video
misperception
does very well.
Automatic.
Look, I haven't looked on YouTube. You can watch it on YouTube. So, 30,000 views or something. If you go here, we'll pick another one. This is a slightly different type of video. If you go here, this is me speaking into the camera, selfie style. So this one's 22 minutes, and this video actually did better than the other one.
Reading people,
this video,
reading yourself. They call it EQ.
I haven't had this video up for long, but let me see. So this video, are we doomed to fail?
EQ.
Yeah,
I was telling Ben, I was like, if I could brain dump, would I have learned?
I like this style. I've had videos that get millions of views, 50 million
what I've
views
learned now, be better.
So my main thing that I want to show you is when I say use video, just do it. Like Nike says, don't overthink it. Don't try to make a video with spend $50,000 on a camera crew and complicated editing. You could see there, I do the world's simplest videos, and I've made tens of millions of dollars from that approach. So if you had a site that looked like this and you were trying to sell a speaker or something, or whatever it is you want to sell, I would just put a video, I would move the object to the side here, and I'd put a video right here. I'd have it from 5 to 20 minutes, depending on the price. The more expensive the product you're trying to sell, the higher the price, okay? And you need people to understand what you are saying, what you are selling. So many people in this world just expect building a website. There's millions and billions of web pages now. A web page alone doesn't stand out. Sell yourself. People buy you. Not everybody likes me, but a lot of people do. And those people buy from me. And the people who don't like me, they go buy from someone else. Everybody likes somebody. There's not one, even the grumpiest person you ever meet likes somebody and gets along with somebody. Someone says, Ty, do you have a course to mentor people about Shopify? Ray Wills, oh no, who said that? I can't find it. Oh, this is on Facebook Live. Here, Tony Deamore says, I was in your e-commerce class last Friday. I'm still processing it, already redesigned my website. I actually had a group of people come to my house. They paid a lot of money, thousands of dollars each person. They were here on Saturday, and we went through, and I brought in about 5 different speakers. I talked, and we went through the psychology, marketing, getting your website up, what to sell, where to sell it, and how to get a paying customer. So I don't let too many people in my house, but we let, apparently you were one of the people that were there, so thanks for coming on the live call. I'm going to put a link up a little bit later for some of you who want to get in this test group with the scholarship before I close it. You got not long. It's basically about to close, and you'll see. Some people think, oh, Ty's saying he's closing it. Well, if you want, you can test me. Price will be like whatever, double if you miss the scholarship group. I don't want to do it for free because I've tested giving programs away for free, and people actually have a lower rate of graduation. People don't finish it. So, but I also know if I charge full price that not everybody can get in. So once in a while, I'll open up a scholarship program and then I'll close it for those people who are really eager. You're willing to put in a little bit of money to learn. It's a multiple month course, step by step, and you just log into your phone. You'll get a special password protected website. And what I'm teaching you today, we go way more in depth. I'm going to go work out here in a little bit, but I'm just doing this now. Are you cold there, Adrian? Oh. Okay. So, Owen Wheeler. Ty, you're the best. I've done most of your programs. Cool, man. Ty, is that coconut water? Someone said Ty is not talking about crypto right now. Call him your ADD. When does the group close? So depending on when you're watching this is live now. It's closing on Friday. So the scholarship group, if you want to get in that, I recommend you get in. I'll put a link up later. I want to keep teaching you though for free. I don't do everything. I don't charge money. I know some of you, are 15 years old and you only have $1 in your bank account. So I'm going to try to teach you as much as I can. And for the rest, I want you. Well, this video thing is huge. Like, but in the next 3 years, probably 80 to 90% of all use of the internet is going to be watching videos. It's already kind of that way with Netflix and YouTube. Just think about your internet activity. Even now, people are used to watching videos. So like 10 years ago, even to me, this is an outdated website because Apple soon is going to have video on their homepage. Let's pick a product. Let's build a business. I'm going to build a business with you right now before I go offline from scratch. Show you guys. Let's pick any product. What's something I always recommend? Start with something around your house. What's something around your house, guys? What do you guys have? Tell me. I'm going to read the comments here. Someone says, Ty, when do you sleep? Ty, I'm living in China. How do I benefit from that? Well, if you're living in China, the number one person selling online almost in the world besides Jeff Bezos is, Alibaba. All right. That's a company in China. Hoverboards, cowboy boots, gloves. I like gloves. Let's do gloves. Depending on where you live in the world, it's always winter somewhere, pretty much, because, or at least half the time, because if you're south of the equator, it's winter at the opposite time. So let's do gloves. So the first thing you want to do, so we're going to build a business from scratch. You guys can steal this idea. I'm going to do it on the fly. I'm going to show you how easy it is to get started. Not to make $1 million immediately, although I've seen people in their first year do $1 million in sales, no problem. Here's why I like gloves. Somebody said that. So we're going to just pick gloves. Why gloves? I don't know. Why not? People use them. I use them when it's cold. I like to sell stuff I use. I don't wear gloves all the time, but when it's cold out, I'll wear gloves. So first thing you got to do, you need a name. How do you pick a name? And then third thing, you need to do some research. And these can be in any order. So let's do the research and then we'll do the name. Doesn't matter the order. You can probably. All right, so here's what I do. Go over to Amazon. It's the biggest free research website in history. Put in the word gloves. Now, if you live somewhere where it's cold, that's great. And if not, you can just sell to people who are the other part of the globe. Okay, so I like to go here. You go to gloves. You can search by relevance. What you want ideally to start with is stuff that's under $100, okay? So we're looking for stuff that's less than $100 to start selling. Why? It's just easier to get inventory. It's less marketing costs up front. It's, an easier buy. Next thing we're looking for is, so you can go here to research. Also, I like to look at things like price high to low. Like, what's the most expensive gloves? I like to do a little research. Okay, baseball mitt, $22,000. What the hell? This can't be right. Somebody's trying to not sell a glove. Okay, don't start by selling $22,000 baseball gloves, baseball mitts. Here you have Muay Thai gloves for 13 grand. I don't know what the hell is up here. All right, Look at that. Zach, you need to get this glove. This is a glove chair. Please, I want you to be an expert in selling these. They're $6,000. And what's the best part? There's only 2 reviews and they got a 1 star. Okay, guys, if you want to know what not to do to make money, start by selling a couch glove that people don't like. It's temporarily out of stock. Okay, so let's go to the first common sense thing here that's not too expensive. It looks like they randomly have in here Peter Tahoma gloves. Okay, this looks like, so the high end here, $1,400. It says best deal. That's an Amazon best deal. Let's see if we need some reviews to kind of get a feel for this. Yeah, there's no reviews. That's not a good sign. You don't want to sell things that have no reviews, guys. So let's switch what we're searching for. This is a kind of bizarre. Let's look average customer review. That's good. What's getting a lot of good reviews? What are these alien gloves, man? Look at this. Hey, here you go. This is actually a good business idea. I can already tell, even though it looks like alien gloves. So these are $12 gloves. You can, remember, you don't have to manufacture the gloves yourself. You can buy the gloves wholesale and you could be a reseller. These are hand grips. What? This is the ice cream glove. Hand grip strengthener. So basically, it looks like you wear these gloves, but you like go like this all day to try to get stronger hands. So here's what I like about that. It's a niche. I like niche things. Not everybody wants strong hands, but like bodybuilders probably would, or people who, you know, I don't know, people in the massage industry, people in construction maybe. And here's what I like about it. It has a good amount of reviews, but not too many. It's got about 200 customer reviews. Gave it a 5-star, assuming they're not fake reviews. That means that people are buying them. They're in stock. They're not too expensive. They're under $100, like I said. And this is what else I like. I think I can do something better than them. Why? Oh, here we go. I like to read the reviews to see if they're real. So this one by Lauren looks pretty real. I had surgery when I was 22 that left my hands fairly numb. Oh yeah, you could sell these to physical therapists. Okay, I'm giving you guys literally a business like this can make $100,000 to $1 million a year. Guarantee you. Guarantee you. Look, there's grip strengtheners. You can have some upsells where you sell people other stuff. So I like to do my research. I already found out something I hadn't thought of, which is you can sell these to freaking, you know, people who had surgery on their hand, physical therapists. You could sell this to hospitals. And it's not too expensive. If they're selling these for $12 plus $7 shipping, you can probably buy these wholesale for like $3 or something, which is cool, which means you won't, if you're doing drop shipping, you won't have to come out of pocket, but even you could buy 100 of these for $300 and get started. It's not like $1 million business. Now, we did our research. I like this. I would try to go right after. I would either contact this company or find a competitor to this company. Okay, we don't have time. I'm not going to do the full research right now. Name. We need a name. So now I was thinking more gloves, but now based on my research, I might make a different website. So by the way, I'm giving you guys literally, one of you is going to take this idea that I give you if you're smart. Last time I did this, I did a business and what was the last one we did with Alex? What was that business? Oh, you guys weren't here. Mel was here. I forget what business, but, oh no, it was vegan snacks. Vegan Snack Mart. Somebody bought the domain. I gave them the idea. So here's how I like to pick a name. I don't know. You can be funny. Gloves of Doom. Gloves of Death. That probably would not be good. Let's see if that's available. It's available. No, nobody buy that. You can have a little fun in life. Glovesofdeath.org. Or yeah, you should buy the .org. It's a charity. No, but how about this? Gloves of Steel. That's a little less dramatic than Gloves of Death. I got a Snapchat. I haven't Snapchatted. Hold on for a second. Look, you can get gloves of. I'm just giving you this. You can buy these for $10 damn. Okay, I'm on a Snapchat right now. All right, I'm live right here. I'm teaching people how to build their first business. and get their first customer. So what I've been doing is been doing some research on Amazon. Oh, let me change my thing here to Amazon. Showing people how to get started, the steps. I found this cool thing. You can buy these gloves probably wholesale for $3, resell them for $12. It's got 198 customer reviews. Then I was showing people how to use the name, and I was like, go to GoDaddy. How about we call a new website Gloves of Death? Although it's a little dramatic. Let's see if it's available. Yep, for $11. Or how about, if you don't want to be so dramatic, Gloves of Steel. This business, mark my words, if you do this right, can be a easy $100,000 to $1 million a year grossing business. You can sell them to physical therapists. Why did I pick gloves? I don't know. I'm live and somebody just randomly picked it. This is kind of like the improv for business. You give me an idea and I'll show you how to turn it into a business. Remember, you got till Friday. You only got a few days left. So can you guys caption this? Make sure you can put the stuff and then just say, remember, you have until Friday to get in. TaiLopez.com/online. Okay, so I probably would maybe buy Gloves of Death just to be funny, but I would buy Gloves of Steel. That's funny. So basically, glovesofsteel.com. By the way, I shouldn't even be giving you guys this business, but I'm going to. So you guys better go. By the way, I don't work for GoDaddy. Kung Fu Grippers, somebody said. Grip. You could have a lot of funny names around grip. Zach, do you want to improve your grip?
Oh, for sure.
Why do you want improved grip?
I'll tell you later.
Zach said he'll tell us later what he wants. You sound like, what was that from? Is that from Princess Bride? I'll tell you later. Yeah, that's it. When he does clearly I cannot take the glass which is in front of me. Hey, what is that? I'll tell you later. Okay, rehab gloves, you could call it. Okay, let's see if that's available. Rehab gloves. We got all the serious people that don't like that's available. Look at that. You can buy it. Oh, it's in an auction. So minimum offer. You could probably get that name for $1,000. I recommend you buy the .com. Okay, so you pick one of these names. Now the next thing you do, you can go to ClickFunnels or you can go to Shopify. You go here to ClickFunnels. I don't own this company, so I'm not promoting it. I'm not trying to make money off you. I know the guy who's doing it. So you can literally start for free. Look at that, $14. And look what he has, Russell Brunson. They have a video. This is a website builder company. So you can go here. Sign up takes less than 60 seconds. You go, and you'll get access to a...
Hello, my name's Gary White,
there we go.
mentor and founder of Wake Up
We got a video going right there.
And
Let me turn it off. Let me see something.
We'll tell
All right, so $0 or like $100 a month if the trial. You can try it. You can also go to this company right here, Shopify. They're a huge company, and you can get started. I don't know how much Shopify costs to start. I built my own website because this used to not. What? 19. Oh no, they have a free trial right here too. You enter your email address and you get started. Okay? Not bad. You can see all the people with their websites. So now we got our website built. So let's draw this out here. Here's you today. Maybe you're like me. You started out broke. I had less than $100 in my bank account, and I figured out how to make, 10 million bucks more a year just online. A lot more than that, but I like to understate stuff. So here's you today. You're worried about money, but you do a little research. You buy a domain name. You go to one of Shopify or ClickFunnels. You build a website. You can do it literally today. You could be building it. It used to take 6 months to build a website. Now it takes 60 minutes or less. You go here. You can start out by drop shipping. That means you don't have to buy. In the case of the gloves, you could just have them shipped directly from the factory, either in China or in the US directly to people, so you don't have to like buy a whole bunch of gloves up front and put them in your house. And then we do the marketing. You got to build some marketing. You can start with Facebook ads. They're very simple. You can start for $5 a day. And then you need to start testing because your first idea might not be that good. Maybe the glove idea doesn't work. Then as you test, you can also build out another second store on Amazon. So you can have your own website, but you can also sell on Amazon because some people like to buy on Amazon. They don't want to buy from a website. They trust Amazon. They already have their card number saved there. Might as well sell to 50 to 100 million people or more who already have their credit card stored on Amazon. And then we'll talk about, that's for more advanced stuff. I'm teaching you guys what I call level 0. Then at the end of this, I'm going to put a link if you want to get in level 1. That level 1 is like more teaching. We'll show you even more. There's multiple levels. There's about 3 levels you can go through. It's kind of like high school, undergrad degree, bachelor's, master's, PhD. Today I'm doing the high school version. For those of you who are going to get in the program, you can be someone who, gets in the bachelor's degree. It's not actually a bachelor's degree, but it's an analogy. Okay. Gloves of strength, somebody said.
Someone said love glove.
Love glove. Strong hand glove. Gorilla gloves. Hey, that's a good name. Gorilla gloves. I feel like dudes, I don't know if that will appeal to women as much. Do a lot of women want to have gorilla hands? We have a woman here. Chloe. Not to interrupt you texting or anything.
I'm not texting.
Would you like to have gorilla hands? Is that a goal of yours?
That is, no.
Okay, so if your target market is men, gorilla hands would work. What would be an ideal glove if you had hurt your hands? And you want to rehab your hands? What are you calling them?
Gloves of steel.
You like gloves of steel? All right, I'm telling you, gloves of steel is a damn good one. Did anyone buy it yet? Let's see. Last time I shared this live, somebody else bought it in like 10 minutes. Somebody bought it.
Just about to buy it.
Chloe,
That's what I was doing.
you should have bought it faster.
You interrupted.
No, don't blame me. She's blaming me. Hey, for those of you who miss out, by the way, I kid you not, some people don't believe me because we live in a hyper-cynical world. I can't tell you how many people come up to me. Even this weekend, this event I had in my house, people are like, dude, I was broke, now I'm making, it was yesterday, still on my Snapchat right now. Those 2 kids, they were like, Ty, 1 or 2 years ago we started following you. What are they selling? Do you remember? I don't even remember now. And they're going to make, they started a marketing agency and they do marketing and they're making 25 grand a month this month. $25,000 and most of it's profit. Okay, that's a lot of money for people, especially for a beginner. 25 grand change your life. That's in 1 month. So how do they do it? They're not so cynical. They listen and they just go out there and do stuff. Is that really what you were doing, Chloe? Trying to buy it? Why didn't you let me buy it? Please tell me someone bought Gloves of Death, because that's just a funny name. It might get you in trouble with the police or something. You start getting accused of every strangulation murder. Somebody bought Gloves of Death. Somebody bought, I got to snap that. Somebody bought Gloves of Death and Gloves of Steel. Somebody's mad over here because she was trying to buy it. You snooze, you lose. Look at that, it's taken. Someone already stole my new business idea, Gloves of Death and Gloves of Steel.
Mid-checkout.
You were mid-checkout? They bought it on.
I pushed finish.
Oh, I'm getting blamed here because I asked her one question. Okay, don't worry. There's lots of ways to money. Someone says, Ty definitely smokes weed. You could keep those. Those are funny content. Okay, now let's get to the important part. Once your website's up, and I recommend that your website look a little bit like this. It should look a little bit like Amazon. Right there, you got your glove. I would move it over to the side, depending on if it's on mobile or desktop, and I'd put a video right there with you demonstrate. So here's the key word. Your video. In your marketing, you want to do what's called, this is a term that I created. It's called demonstration marketing. Demonstrate, man. If you want people, people go, Ty, why did you show Ferraris and Lamborghinis? Because I'm doing demonstration marketing. You can't just tell people. That's the problem in the school system, man. Let me snap that for a second, Adrian.
Your phone just froze out or closed out.
There, I gotta unlock my phone.
It was freezing when I was trying to put it in the caption.
Oh, so it's gone? All right, I gotta do this again for Snapchat. Let me see if it's gone. Who did?
on YouTube.
All right, I got to do this one more time. Welcome to Hollywood. You got to say stuff twice. Action! Take two. Somebody already stole my business gloves of death idea. Look at this. It's been taken. And somebody over here was trying to buy it and she lost it. You snooze, you lose. Now, the key thing is, don't worry if gloves of death, gloves of steel somebody bought too. The key is demonstration marketing. Demonstration marketing. Remember this. The problem in the school system, it just lectures you. You have to show people, not lecture them. People go, Ty, why do you show Lamborghinis and Ferraris? Because I'm demonstrating why you want to put in the work to learn and build businesses so you get the reward. What do you think I should do? That's the way marketing should be. Think how much you would have learned in school if they would have showed you the fruits of your labor first versus just saying, memorize this and take a test. It's so stupid that I even have to talk about this. It's basic psychology. When you are selling, if you got something like Amazon or Apple here, you want to demonstrate, have a video demonstrating the product. Okay, don't do too long of a caption there, Adrian. Okay. Most people don't listen if you don't show them the reward, Marmol Fitness said. Absolutely. Huss Alpha said if anybody wants to buy gloves of steel, hey, he owns them. He's selling them. He's on YouTube. This dude's a hustler. Joe Kung Fu Grip. Okay. So here's the thing. Demonstration marketing. You need to show people why the gloves are good, A, and number two, why they should trust you. Now, why should they trust you? Easy. So remember, people need a why. So this is basic marketing, but not so basic because people forget this. Why should people buy from you is the first thing. So remember this, who, what, where, when. What, where, when. That's what you remember learning that in school? You know, what are they called? The 5 or the 4 W's or whatever. Who, what, where, when, and why. And they also said for what reason is another one, but that's kind of like why. So let's go through this. Make sure your video covers this. Who? Who are they buying from? Say a little bit about yourself. I'm like, hey, it's Ty Lopez here. I was born in LA. I grew up a little bit in North Carolina. My mom was a single mom. I lived in a mobile home as a teenager. I moved back to California when I was in my 20s, and I built different businesses, and this is why you should buy from me. Here's my life. Here's my friends. Here's my friend Zach. Here's my garage. Here's some books I'm reading. Here's where I live. Here's what I do when I go out for fun. Here's my buddy Rome. Like, here's me working out. That's like all about the who. Your video can have that about your gloves. Make it interesting. There's no reason. Most marketing and TV commercials are so stupid. Even the Super Bowl I was watching, some of them I'm like, some Super Bowl commercials, remember, these are supposed to be the best commercials. Some of them were awesome, but some of them were so bad. It's like, what the hell is wrong with you? They forgot the who, you know? Now what? You need to explain what you're selling. So in this hypothetical business, you got to explain, yo, I got some gloves. The average person who has had an injury, your hand's been weakened, or just sitting at a job 9 to 5 doing your computer, you got hand problems. You need a strong grip in life. It's the basics. It builds your whole forearm strength. You know, it allows you to be, I do boxing, I do jujitsu. If you ever get in a street fight, you want strong hands. If you are somebody, actually strong hands and building muscle will protect you from carpal tunnel. A lot of people texting all day. A lot of people on a keyboard. So having strong hands, it's good in business. You shake somebody's hands, they respect you if you got a freaking handshake. If you got a little girly little handshake, I'm not talking about men or women, but if you got a weak handshake, people are going to perceive you as weak. So that's the what in the video. Then where? You say, look, you can buy them right here. I've got them here on my website, my Shopify or ClickFunnels website. There's a button below, or you can go over to Amazon if you already got your credit card there, and you can follow this link to buy them on Amazon. When? Give people a reason to buy now. Say, look, you're a first-time visitor to my site. I'm running a special right now. You get 2 sets of gloves for 1. If you ever watch TV infomercials, they always got like a when. They're trying to put a clock to it because people are procrastinators. You need to give them a little nudge. And then why. You need to say why they should buy from you. Because they might just say, well, I saw other people selling these JJTGS hand grips. You say, listen, the reason you want to buy from me is number one, I'm giving you 2 sets for the price of 1. Number 2, here's my home phone number. Call me if you have a problem. Number 3, here's my wife and kids. We're a family business. You know, give people like a reason to like you. That's psychologists call this liking and disliking bias. It's a very powerful bias. And when you understand it, you make more money. Okay? And people, this simple thing, nobody does. Go to almost any website and people forget one of these things. You gotta just follow the basics, the fundamentals. You know, in boxing, you need to know how to do a jab, a right cross, a left hook, maybe an uppercut, maybe a body blow. That's about it, man. Maybe shot to the liver, you know. There's like 6 basic moves. You need to know how to slip and just some basic stuff. So when it comes to business, people make this thing so hard, and I know why. It's because the school system didn't teach us this growing up, so we subconsciously go, oh, they didn't teach it because it was so hard. It was too hard to teach when I was 12, 13, 14, 15. So they save it till you go to Harvard Business School at 25 years old. Well, forget that. That's a bunch of BS. It's a bunch of BS. You can learn this. I got kids that they can't even sign for all the money they're making. Their parents have to sign. As young as there was a 10-year-old here with his dad who's making $100 a month with his app at 10 years old. He's already made a couple grand this year at 10. Just think of the law of exponential. Don't you wish all of us had been taught how to make money online when we were 10 years old? Think how much better your financial situation will be. Well, good news is, whatever age you are right now, you should start. Sell something. Think of it this way. Even if it doesn't work out and you don't make a ton of money, who cares? To do everything I said today, you can buy it on the name on GoDaddy for $10. You can do a free trial on ClickFunnels or Shopify, so that's $0. Now, Amazon marketing, Facebook ads will show you can start for $5 a day. Do you have $5 sitting around? You can build a Facebook campaign for $5. If you don't have $5, you can build a campaign around your personal Facebook, your personal YouTube, your personal Snapchat, Instagram. It costs nothing. We live in the most spoiled generation because everything's there right at your fingertips, but the one thing that's missing is the know-how. You gotta have the know-how in life. And that's what I'm trying to do right now because no one gave me this growing up. So I'm gonna take some question and answers. I'm gonna do some stuff. I wanna show you some more marketing, but I'm gonna go to in a little bit because I got my trainer waiting out here. I've had the flu for 4 days, so whenever you get sick, you get out of shape. So I gotta hit the gym. But I'm gonna put a button up. If you're on my website, there's a button here, there's a button below, and we're gonna take you through this. Give me 2 months for those of you. Now, a lot of you can just start today based on what I told you. If you're somebody who needs a little more help, we've got a mentorship program. It's an online mentorship to teach you this stuff more in depth, hold your hand, guide you step by step, teach you every little part, everything. If you're wondering, should I use ClickFunnels and Shopify? How do I build Facebook ads? What product should I sell? Where should I use GoDaddy or Namecheap? Should I make it a private account? Like all this little details. If you're that person that needs it, about 20% of you need a private mentorship. I built a private mentorship. Thousands of people have gone through it. It's a 8-week program. You can do it in longer than that, or you can do it faster if you want to. And I'll teach you what I know, having done, we'll just say way more than $20 million online. I do that in more than a year, but let's just say 20 million. My business partner, who's done $1 billion online, is teaching in there. We were just teaching live a couple days ago. He teaches in there. Some of my star students, people that made $1 million in their first year, under 25. We've got older people teaching, younger people. There's nothing like this online, okay? So also, if you're watching live, can you swap this out here for me, Sam? If you're watching live, you can go to these links. If you're watching live on my website, you can click the button. I'm gonna read off the name. You've got until Friday to get in this test group. So depending on what time zone you're in, you do not have a lot of time left. Thank you. If you're on YouTube Live, go to tylopez.com/moneyonline. If you're on Facebook, go to tylopez.com/robot-income. I call it that because a robot works for you 24/7. People have robot vacuum cleaners. Forget that. I want a robot that makes me money. So tylopez.com/robot-income. If you're on Twitter, tylopez.com/4steps. If you're on Instagram, tylopez.com/robotic. The reason you want to use those special tracking links is those are the ones that have the scholarship program. So that's going to be up until Friday or until it fills up, whichever comes quicker. So please do not be a person that procrastinates if you think this would help you. All right, let me take some questions. Da-dee-dee-dee. Okay, sorry, I'm just reading through some questions. Okay. So you recommend selling specific items rather than having a range of items. To start with, yes, and here's why. If you don't agree with my logic, I'll kind of back it up. Jeff Bezos, who's now the richest man in history, okay, in absolute dollars, not inflation adjusted, but he was up to $120 billion. He started out, Amazon was just about books when it started. See, now Amazon sells everything. They call it the everything store. But back in 1994, Rome wasn't built in a day. He started out selling books, and then he expanded out. Some people are too greedy. They want to do everything at once. They forget that Confucius said, the man who chases 2 rabbits catches none. You can't chase 2 rabbits, guys. Start with one. If it doesn't work, swap it out with another one. Sometimes it doesn't work. I've sold stuff that doesn't work out. It doesn't, just let it roll off your back. Move on to the next thing. Who cares? The main goal is to increase your income. Okay. Ty, could this apply to the music industry as well, like with selling hip-hop beats? Yeah, there's a website that I bought some beats from to use. It's called Jija. It's a good website, but man, they could improve their website. It's a good concept with a horrible website. Look at this website. First of all, you got to enable Adobe Flash. It's like this website. No offense to these guys, because I like what they're doing, and I'm not a hater, but if this is making them money, they could make so much more money. First of all, there's no video. Oops. I'd like to see a video that goes over the who, what, why, where, and where. Why should I buy from this, you know? Like, it's got this, 200,000 likes. That's kind of good. They have some social proof there. They've got some pictures, who they've worked with. I know some of these guys. What the heck? They got Crazy Bone. Akon. I'm in a Akon used my house here for a music video that I'm actually in. It's kind of embarrassingly funny, but what? You don't like it? Adrian just laughed at me and came. So there's an example where you can use it to build music, for sure. By the way, let me read off the name of people who are getting in the test group. I get a little live alerts here in my email. All right. By the way, so how much does it cost? There's a payment plan to get in, which is like under $200. You'll see. When you click the link or you go to here, you'll get access to it. Some of you are going to miss out, and, you know, I don't have anything to... Sometimes people will go, Ty, but, you know, should I pay for something like this? Ming Kong, first person to get in the group today. YouTube Live. Congratulations. Where do you live? Let's see. Doesn't have your location here. Awesome. Well, welcome to the group. Ming, I hope you make it through the group. I hope you get online, and I hope you make it to my 300 group. 300 group, you can't buy your way in. You buy access to these courses, the How to Make Money Online e-commerce program, but to get in the 300, you have to earn it. So I just got 2 new people in it yesterday that I'm bringing in. There's actually a third guy that just direct messaged me. A lot of these people I've never met in person. They're just all around the world. That's the cool thing about online education. They just learn, you know, and then they tell me later, like, oh man, this guy on track to make $1 million. This is another person. Florin Karabat said he signed up 2 days ago. Awesome. Does anyone know how much money you need to start off drop shipping? Not a lot of money. You can basically start by drop shipping, meaning you don't have to buy a whole bunch of inventory. Okay? All right. That sounds splendid. Where is the link, please, Kevin Ramsey? Or who asked that? Esther Choi. Right here. If you're on Facebook Live, tailopez.com/robot-income. Teach you how to use the internet to be a robot that's making you money. Somebody said you should call it Godzilla Glove. I like that. All right. Somebody said, Ty, why is so expensive? Well, if you do the payment plan, it's under $200. How cheap should it be? People spend 200 grand to go to Harvard. They spend 20 grand to go to UCLA for 1 year, and that doesn't show you how to do any practical stuff. I mean, some college is practical, but a lot of it is, you know, history classes, poetry, English lit. And that's great. There's nothing wrong with learning that, but if I had a choice between learning stuff that will make me money for a lifetime versus I can read English lit on my own. I don't need someone to, you can, now with the internet, you can read Plato on your own. And if you don't understand it, you can Google it and you can get that. So the world's changed and education hasn't. You know, community college at the worst community college in Los Angeles is $1,000. $1,000. I'm not even charging half of that. I'm giving a scholarship for half the price. You're paying half the price. I'm covering the other half for you. If that's too much for you, go to community college. That's my advice to you. Go learn from a professor who's never made a penny online. Somebody said, well, what if we don't buy the course and we just Google it? Good luck. Let's do this. Watch this. Sometimes Google is a good company, but they're kind of crappy now. Just watch this. How to make $1 million. All right? I'm just going to go to Google. Let's see what it says. Okay, great advice. Stop thinking about money. Whoa, that's a great way. How to get a six-pack. Never think about getting a six-pack. How's that good advice? It's the worst advice ever. Start tracking oh, this is bullshit. Whatever. Okay, here's their advice. Do one thing better. It's very practical advice. Sam, you want $1 million? Just do one thing better. What if Sam likes to eat peanut butter and jelly sandwiches? Sam, just eat them better. And the next thing you know, $1 million will be in your bank. All right, let's go to the second. That was the first result in Google's amazing Inc.com. 8 surprising ways to make your first $1 million. Oh, God, help us all. Hey, you get what you pay for with advice. You get what you pay for with advice. If you think this is good advice, you got it for free, well, I believe it. I believe they gave this away for free. This is probably a dude who made $1 million who's trying to create less competitors. I could do that. I'm different. I learned how to make $1 million. I've made $1 million in 30 hours once, less than 2 days. Profit, I'm talking about. And a lot of my friends are like, why do you teach people? You just create more competitors. I'm like, I don't know. I don't love money that much that I care. I just gave you guys, I guarantee you. Sunday I gave somebody a vegan snack business that I built the whole thing and showed them how to do it. They already started on it. I did one with a company like a month ago about how to sell clocks. They're already selling clocks online. I know a guy that's making $1 million selling clocks. And so I showed people how to do it. Look at this. Do one thing better. Consistently track your progress. When I was broke, if someone would have showed this article to me, I would have been like, this doesn't help me at all. Track my progress? My progress was 0. Okay, today I would have been like 0. My dear diary, I made $0 today. Tuesday. Dear diary, I don't understand. I still made it $0. I think it's because I read this Inc. article. Okay, Inc. article's garbage town. Next one. Let's see all the different websites. We've got, I'll teach you how to be rich, The Penny Hoarder, Inc., TechCrunch, Kiplinger, Steve Harvey tells you how to make $1 million, how this 27-year-old made, that's Forbes. I think I know who this is. Let me see. how this pastor went. All right, that took me to Trump's website. That's great. All right, let's just look at this. 8 strategies that worked. By the way, so if you're asking me if you should Google it, okay, here you go. Here's one. If you invest okay, here's my favorite advice. The guy who was saying, Ty, why should I buy your course? Okay, this is advice on the Penny Hoarder, which is one of the top Google search results. If you invest $400 a month and make 7% a year, you'll have $1 million in 40 years. So all you who want to have $1 million in 40 years, that's fine. I mean, they forgot about inflation. In 40 years, the value of $1 million will be probably in half twice. So $1 million will be worth 250 approximately. Okay. Let's say you're 30 years old and you give up movies, Starbucks, and dinners for 4 decades. This is the worst advice I've ever seen. Hey, Zach, cancel your Netflix, no movies, no eating out, and only for 40 years. And invest it and get 7%.
7 months in.
Zach said he's 7 months in. Okay. Gamble. It literally says gamble. I kid you not, it says gamble. It says mortgaging the house and betting 29 grand on number 17 on the roulette table probably isn't a good plan, but not all gambles. First of all, if you mortgage your house, why would you only have $29,000? What kind of house are you mortgaging? Do you live in a small Ant-Man house? What's the one, remember on Zoolander? He's like, what is this, a house for ants? The school for people who want to read better, good and stuff. What was it, people who want to read good and stuff? Do want to do other things good too. Yeah, so there you go. That has to be the greatest one. Mortgage your $29,000 house and bet it on number 27. Grumpy cat videos. Oh man. All right. Do we agree this is garbage advice? Oh man. So this company ships dirt from Ireland to the United States for nostalgic immigrants to use on their Irish roses or caskets. So you're Irish, your grandma dies, you call this company, can you send me some Irish dirt? I want to bury my grandma. So this company's made $1 million, probably over 10 years. They probably made 100 grand a year, but their cost was probably 999,000. All right. So for those of you who said you didn't want to get in the program and pay anything, good luck out there. My group that's in the 300, I'm gonna have them send you I told you so cards. Drake Veer said, Ty, just got into your program about 2 days ago. Oh man, the comments are coming too fast. Where'd you go, Drake? Or is Drake in my program? OVO, that's what you should sell, man. Okay, I couldn't see that. All right, let's read the name of more people getting in the group here. Logan Holland, welcome to the group on Instagram Live. Cool. Robert Lopez, welcome to the group in Arizona. I get these little alerts. It's kind of cool. Shadrach Bao in California did the one payment plan. So if you do the one payment plan, you save some money. Zach Rios, it says your card was declined. Just call your bank. Sometimes with online transactions, it's weird. All right. Michael Palomo. Oh, no, that's a different program. I got a few different programs. Anna Carvalho in New York City. Welcome to the group. All right. Take a few more questions, then I got to go. Somebody said, do right and kill everything. Man, you guys make it sound so easy. Here's the thing. It's easy to start. Will you become a millionaire by tomorrow? No. I've never seen somebody, the fastest anyone ever became a billionaire was the guy who started the app Groupon. No, not Groupon. It's what's the Priceline. He became a billionaire in like a year or something. But it's been beaten now. The guy who started Jet.com, which is a competitor to Amazon, he started it and 9 months later, Walmart bought him out for $3 billion or more than $3 billion. Not bad. Ty, I think the hardest part is setting up the Shopify store. When you get in the program, we have complete lessons on how to do your whole Shopify store, man. Let my guys and me teach you. Ty, do I need to know my niche first? No, because I'm gonna show you. Dude, sell anything. Sell markers. Resell coconut water. Remember, you can resell other people's stuff. You don't always have to have a unique idea yourself. Adrian Cerna, welcome to the group. Charles Wollaston in Washington. What's up, man? How are you, my friend? I don't know why I'm talking to myself, but it's an email. Okay. Ty, how do you sell? Do you take someone else's product and sell it and advertise it? Yeah, you can. Most people selling on Amazon, for example, are not manufacturing the product. They're selling other people's stuff. So that's kind of cool thing. Jose Encino, 100K a month. Well, let me go through, for those of you new on here, just so you know, do I know anything about selling online? Here's one of my businesses. I've got multiple businesses. You can see right here, this is a Stripe account. It's a real live, if you see, it's not a screenshot. I click there, I unlock it with my thumb. Today we've made $47,000.52. 47,000. So you're asking, can you make 100 grand in a day? That's one of my, I've already made 100 grand today. Today, you ask if you can make 100 grand a month. If I made 100 grand a month, I'd have a heart attack. But I've been doing this a little bit while longer than the average person. So for me, it's easy. You know, it wasn't easy when I started, but I didn't have anybody teach me like this. I'm telling you, you guys are, here's another one of my businesses, made $85,000. 85, I don't want you to see all my stats because I have a whole stat thing, but right there, 85,798 plus 45,000, so that's 130,000 today. Today, that's not a month, that's a day. Yeah. And we'll probably make, this will probably make 100,000 today. So I should do 150 today. And that's not a special day. That's, you know, that's not counting real estate. That's not counting cryptocurrency. That's just online businesses. The one business ships books. We're the largest book shipping. We started out just literally selling, shipping. We don't do the books. It's not our books. We do New York Times best-selling authors. We sell simple stuff like that. I have another company that I'm an advisor that I own shares in, sells glasses. Actually, I haven't looked at that account in a while. Oh, man. I deleted, oh, here it is. I don't know if I'm logged in on this phone. Yeah, I'll do it later. It makes about $1,000 to $5,000 a day selling reading glasses, these kind that block the blue light. So that business makes like $100,000 or $150,000. Ty, why traffic but no sales? So Momo has a website with traffic but no sales. You need to go back and watch this. You need to rewatch what I just did. Ask yourself, do you have a video there? Is your website simple? Is it clean? Does it have a part that in the video explains who, what, where, when, why? Do you cover that? All you need is an iPhone to record the video. You don't need anything better. Someone said, yes, you can take, if you can't afford to pay it all at once, we have a payment plan. You can do it under $200, you can be in. I'm covering half the price for you guys. This will be done, you will miss out, okay? So, all right, what else? There was a website that I was helping somebody at this, I had these people come to my house. They paid like $2 or $3 grand to be here for one afternoon, and he's selling dart equipment, darts. Like, you know, the little darts you throw, and it's a, you know, multi-billion-dollar business, not billion, $1 million business selling darts. And I was looking at their website. The website's not even optimized correctly. There was no video on it. They didn't have the best-selling product on the front, which people forget, which is the most common sense thing known to mankind. The highest selling thing. If you own a grocery store, you know, you put stuff that you want to sell, like they want to sell candy bars. That's why when you're checking out at a grocery store, they always put candy bars there to tempt you, because candy bars, you know how much it costs the candy bar? They sell them for like whatever, $1, and they buy them for like a nickel or 10 cents or something. They mark them up 10 times. They put the stuff like milk in the back that doesn't make them much profit. They put that in the back because they want you to have to walk. buy all the other stuff. Grocery stores are very smart. And so you need to think like a grocery store operator on your website. You want people to easily find the highest profit stuff. So it's not just what sells the most. When I say bestseller, I'm saying including profit, you know? Ty, you should make a program for younger people. This is for younger people. What do you mean? You know the beauty of this? You can be old, you could be young. No one sees who you are. You could be selling at 12, you could be selling at 112. Who here has ever gone to buy something on Amazon and been like, wait a second, I need those gloves? How old is this guy or girl? You know, everybody's worried about sexism and racism. If you liked these gloves on Amazon, would you be like, wait a second, a black guy selling these, I'm not gonna buy them? Nobody cares, they can't see you. If you're a woman and you feel there's a glass ceiling, there ain't no glass ceiling on e-commerce because no one sees who you are. Nobody sees it. Now, if you put a video on your website, they might see it. So if you're worried about racism, or get someone else to record the video, or just show it, and who cares? Most people don't care. I guarantee you a racist dude will buy something from somebody that they're racist against if they really need it. Not many people really care. Ty, have you ever met Tony Robbins? Yes, but I don't know him well. Hey man, tips on banks just starting. Is that code for some sentence that I won't understand? What is banks not starting? Maybe you had like something else. What are you drinking that looks good? Dude, this company I wish I could buy. This is the best coconut water. Full disclosure, I don't own any of it. So this is unbiased. Whoever owns this, I want to buy this company. It's best coconut water I've found. You should resell this. You make a website called Here, I'm going to give you one last bonus. You make a damn website called Coconut Water Reviews. Right? Reviews. I swear, this is an even better idea than the glove one. Look at that. It's taken. Doesn't matter. Watch this. Let me take the S off. Okay, still taken. Coconut water ratings. You just go to the thesaurus, come up with another one. Oh, look at that. Coconut water ratings. Chloe's going to try to buy. So here, I'm giving you guys another business idea. Coconut water ratings. You make a website and you rate all the different coconut water. You use my formula that I have for videos so that you explain, and then you put a link to an Amazon store that you own, which has all the different coconut waters, and you rank them, and you have like video testimonials, not some cheesy review site. I'm telling you people, they should have taught us this in school. It's a wide open world. You can buy this stuff wholesale and resell it. Now, some of them you need permission to do it. But if you start moving up stuff, they're going to give you permission. Someone's going to buy that. It's an $11 domain name. It's probably gone by the time you watch this. Yeah, there you go. Here, let me see that.
Here's your first review.
This is such a good business. I just give these away. So all you people who are complaining, oh, Ty charges money, fuck you. Give all this shit away for free. What are you talking about, dumbass? Here you go, right there. You got 2 coconut waters. Giving $1 million business ideas away. For those of you who say I charge for everything, fuck you. I'm giving the best business. Your mom and dad and your school teacher didn't ever give you a business idea this good for free. What have you ever done for me? Most of you just follow me on social media. You didn't do shit for me, so don't bitch. All you whiny bitches, shut up. The world got enough of that. Go out and make your own destiny. Make a website, review coconut waters, and make money on all of them. Really. Stop whining. All right. Okay. I'm going to take a picture of that. Those of you who follow me on Snap or Insta. I don't even know these companies. Where'd you get that coconut water?
I bought it yesterday from our house.
Is it good?
Yeah, it's really good.
Is it better than this one water?
I gotta check that website, coconutwaterreview.com.
Somebody just bought it.
You missed it. Chloe's having the world's worst experience. Armin, what'd you do? Work out for the first time in your life?
I just jumped in the pool.
Did you?
No, I played basketball.
Why are you that sweaty?
It wasn't into, you should have seen it. It was crazy.
He was playing horse and he's sweaty.
Well, myself, I was around.
Okay, what else? At what point in the timeline of building a business do you go to LegalZoom to get your LLC? You know what? I saw LegalZoom doing a thing. It's like under $100. I would start your LLC pretty early. Just take the name. If you own, whoever bought CoconutWaterRatings.com, if you want to turn it into a LLC or a S corp, which I recommend you do in the United States, then you go to a company like LegalZoom. They'll help you. I'm not a lawyer, so I can't tell you exactly how to do it, but that's what I do. I form LLCs. Pick a state like Delaware, Nevada. Those are two very well-known ones, but there's other states. I've done them in Florida. I've done them in North Carolina. I got a California one. I got them out of the U.S., but that's for later. Keep it simple, stupid. Go to the company. There's a couple companies. LegalZoom's one of them. So, Ty, I feel like embarrassed to say I'm in a negative situation. Feel like a failure toward my kid. I've had extremely negative thought about giving up and ending myself. I haven't expressed myself to anyone, but your program really has my attention. I'm in a horrible situation. So, Jonathan, you know, look, man, life's tough. Some people say life is about suffering. The average person, all of us will have one disaster every 3 months for the rest of our life. And that's just part of this game of life. I didn't make the rules. So you kind of got to play by them. And sometimes people feel, you know, if you're truly feeling suicidal, you got to talk to some. That's not my specialty. You should talk to somebody who specializes in that. If you're just feeling, you know, discouraged, what I can tell you is it's part of the game to feel discouraged. If you feel it every minute of every day for a long time, you probably need a doctor. If it's a temporary thing, sometimes you just got to plow through it, man. We all have been there. I don't want people to think that my life is always perfect. It's not. I've made a lot of mistakes in business. Part of the reason I teach this stuff is so that other people don't have to make the same stupid mistakes that I've made. I've made things too complicated in life. I've looked back in time, like a lot of life, it ain't that. It's like a lot of common sense. It's like, okay, why do people get fat? It doesn't have to be some huge mystery. Like if you eat more food than you burn, more energy in, you get fat. What else happens when you're fat? You lose energy, so you don't want to work out, so you get fatter quicker. Then you look at yourself in the mirror and you get kind of like, oh, I don't like how I look. So same with business and money. It's like, okay, you grow up in a school system, you're not taught about how to make money, so then we get thrown out into the modern world and people aren't good at making money. Well, that's kind of common sense. If you don't learn and have somebody teach you a foreign language or someone teach you martial arts or someone teach you, you know, how to cook or how to fix a car, you don't naturally learn this stuff. So if you're discouraged about your financial situation, a lot of it's common sense. So you just got to reverse the common sense. So if it's common sense that you don't know how to fix your car because no one ever showed you, then you got to find somebody who will show you how to fix a car. If you don't know how to make money, you got to reverse it. Why do we not know how to make money? Because no one ever showed us. So you have to find somebody to show you. It's not that. Sometimes people argue with me on that point. I'm like, what is wrong with you? People are like, no, you should just learn from your own experience. Well, do you just learn from your own experience how to fix a car? You just walk in a garage with a wrench and you just start ripping stuff apart. That'll take you 30 years to learn how to fix a car. You got to shadow somebody who's already knows how to fix a car, and then you can learn it in like 6 months or 3 months or 1 year or whatever. But if you learn the slow way, that's when you get discouraged. So I hope you will not learn the slow way, man. Not learn the slow way. You got to learn the fast way. But it's not too fast. You will not be a master auto mechanic in one day. You will not be a master of making websites and doing online sales overnight. That just doesn't happen. Very few things happen overnight. If you're lucky, once in a while, you'll meet the love of your life, and it'll be overnight romance. But if it's real romance, it'll last longer, and it takes a while. You got to work through it. You date each other. You see each other's flaws. It's a complex thing, man, life. So that's what I'm trying to say. You can start overnight with a website and an idea, but you'll have to work through it. And if you're not expecting that, then you're just not realistic. That's why most people give up at the gym. They're like, oh, I worked out today. How come I'm not skinnier? I'm like, my mom used to say, if for 20 years you were out of shape, you're not going to get back in shape in 20 minutes. That's not how it works. If you spend 20 years getting fat and out of shape, you can't reverse it in 20 seconds or 20 minutes or even 20 days. In fact, the average person takes about 2 months to change their life. 67 days on average to change a habit. That's why I built this other program called 67 Steps in 2014, because scientists have found it takes on average, some shorter, some longer, but average person takes a little over 2 months to change their life. So if you smoke, you can't just stop smoking for 2 days. It's not enough. You haven't rewired your brain. If you're eating bad, you can't just go to the gym and diet or eat better, I should say, for 2 days, 4 days, 12 days, 18 days. Your brain wiring needs a while to shuffle things around and change. If you don't know how to make money, if you're trying to learn this e-commerce thing, you're not going to just build a website and 3 hours later. But if you got a little, 67 days isn't even that long, people. How long is 67 days? A little perseverance goes a long way. All right, let's see who else got in the group, then I'm going to wrap this up. Hopefully this helped you. I gave 2 good business ideas away. I'm telling you, those are solid businesses. If I was starting out, I would do them. They're a little bit too small for me at this stage in life, just because now I've got a bigger company and, bigger organization, and you always want to be trying to go up. I already know how to make $100,000 a day or $100,000 a month. Like this coconut review site could make $100,000 a month. But I'm interested in bigger businesses, so that's why I'm giving that to you guys to start out. It's like stairs. You start out on the first step. The first step is figure out how to make $1,000 a week or $1,000 a month or $1,000 a day. The second step is, $10,000 a month or a week or a day. And then you just keep going up. Okay, Francisco Guerra, welcome to the group. You did the multiple payment plan, that's fine. Where are you at, Francisco? Texas. John Berger did the 1 payment plan. He's on Instagram. Congratulations, Michigan. If you're wondering where to go, if you're watching live on YouTube, if you're watching live on my website, click the button. There should be a button. If you're watching live on YouTube, go to tailopez.com/moneyonline. If you don't use these links, you're going to miss the scholarship, or I'm covering like half the price for you guys. So don't miss that, please. Facebook, tailopez.com/robotincome. If you're on Facebook Live, if you're on Twitter Live, tailopez.com/4steps. If you're on Instagram, tailopez.com/robotic. Okay? All right, let's see who else. John Berger, welcome to the group. Kim Lei Lai, looks like you're in Vietnam. Cool. Cool thing about making money online, doesn't matter where you are. I know of a guy, he's like in India, some kid, and he's doing online sales, and he's making like $10,000 a month, and he lives in India. Let me put that in perspective, because the dollar goes a lot further there. He's making $10,000 US a month. That is the equivalent of like $50,000 a month. I've been to India. You make 10 grand a month, he's like 25. That's a lot of money. And guess what? He does all his sales into the US, but he lives where the cost of living is low. 4-hour work week. Tim Ferriss wrote a book on this 10 years ago. How do you make your money in the US or in countries like or regions like the United States where the euro or the dollar or the pound goes a long way, and then you go live in Argentina where $2,000 a month, you live like a king, or $3,000 a month. So you don't have to live in Los Angeles. Cost of living's high here, man. Philippines. I was reading a thing, I have like maids and stuff, and I was thinking for the money I pay per month, I did the math. In the Philippines, I could have 200 maids for the same price that I spend here in America for like 5 or 6 people. This is a big house. It takes a lot of people because it's, 18-bedroom bathroom place. But in the Philippines, I'm like, holy crap, you could have 200 people helping you, and you could pay a good wage in the Philippines. I'm not going to do that, but I'm like, what do you do with 200 people? You have one person who only makes breakfast, one person who only shines one pair of shoes, one person who makes shakes, smoothies, one person who stretches you out. Be a crazy life. So that's called, price arbitrage, expense arbitrage. Someone says, I'm very well off and I live in the Philippines. The maids are very inexpensive, in all caps. I'm in Colombia. The US dollar here is 3 times. One of my buddies, so let me tell you a true story before I get off here. My friend Jeremy, you guys probably saw him on my social media. He's in the real first YouTube video, my Lamborghini one, the black Lamborghini, before I did the Here in My Garage video. I shot this in December 2014. So we've been childhood friends since literally before I remember. I think we met at like 1.5 years old. Our mom went to the same church. And so he was in college, and I said, hey man, come work for me. I'll teach you what I know, and you can make, I'll teach you how to make money online. And he said, all right. He dropped out of law school, or he was going to law school. He moved out to California, and he started doing marketing for me. And now he mostly, he doesn't do marketing for me anymore. I showed him how to make money online. He hasn't been back in America. When's the last time Jeremy was here, Zach? In the last 365 days, he's probably been here like 2 weeks. Where has he been? He's been in Colombia, South Africa. He's been in England. And you know why? Because he knows how to make now. I showed him how to make $10,000 or $20,000 a month. And he didn't just learn it from me, but he learned it working for me and the same people that you're going to be learning from. Dude, he loves it. He lived in Cape Town, South Africa. He's like, dude, this place is like San Diego, but cheaper. He was in Italy. Remember that? Yeah. He's in Italy, and now is he in Bali? I think he's in Bali. He's living the life of his freaking dreams. Smokes cigar. Yeah, he stays in villas. Adrian, all my staff's about to desert me. Adrian's face, she looks so lustful, dude. Adrian goes, he's just staying in villas. I like that. That's my new, Zach, this was Adrian's face. Whenever I want to know, Adrian's like, he stays in villas? Adrian, villa is a word that has good connotations for you. Yes. I can tell. When Adrian thinks of the good life, he thinks of villas. A playroom in the villas. Oh, by the way, I just made the mistake of I saw 50 Shades of Grey. Don't ask me why. It's a horrible, I've seen all of them just because they made $600 million, and I like trying to reverse engineer. Dude, there is a scene in that, Zach, that is one of the fun, me and Sam wrote it down. The guy in 50 Shades of Grey looks over at the girl. Wait, I gotta read this to you. It was so cheesy of a line. I don't know what women and men are turned on by this movie. This is what he said. He looked at her and he goes, we're going to the playroom. Dude, if you ever go on a Tinder date and you meet the girl and you look at her with like a sultry look and you go, we're going to the playroom. She's gonna run for her life and stab you, mace you in the face. Oh, God. We're going to the playroom. And there was another line. So they got to tell you one other. These were so bad, I had Sam WhatsApp them to me so I wouldn't forget them. So there's this architect realtor who's like kind of trying to cheat with the main character guy. And when he meets her, she's acting all like rich. And she's like, I love what's his name? Christian Grey? Christian Grey is the main guy. It's Christian and Anastasia Grey. And he looks at this realtor's like hitting on Christian Grey, and she goes, I just saw your Forbes article. I love what you're doing in Africa. So like, that is my new line when I meet people I don't know. Zach, I love what you're doing in Africa. I don't even know what the hell they were talking about. Apparently some charity work, but oh Lord. Zach, it just shows you the power of like tone of voice. Because if you say it like, Zach, we're going to the playroom, it doesn't sound as good. Zach, we're going to the playroom. That sounds even creepier, man. Okay, back to business. Off-brand versus name brand selling. I think in general, name brand selling is better. But remember, you don't have to have the main brand. Like the name brand could be one coconut water, and you're reselling. You can either get permission. You have to get permission. You can't just buy these because sometimes they say on them you cannot resell without permission. But usually, look, These companies want to have sales. So if you can move volume, they're not going to be like, how dare you? They just want you to buy from them, you know? Okay. Any last questions? Appreciated, Ty. Salute. Shopify or Amazon? I think you should start with ClickFunnels or Shopify, and then you should build an Amazon site. Remember, you can build an Amazon store for free. So that's a no-brainer. Anytime something's free, you might as well put it up there. If I said to you, do you want free money? You'd be an idiot to be like, no, I don't like free money. I mean, Amazon, even if you get one sale on it, it's free. Okay. Already. Say hello to the last of you. So I'm going to keep this link up here for another 45 minutes. You want to get in, those links, you're going to lose this scholarship. Brandon Farmer, welcome to the group. Where do you live? Georgia. You guys had that crazy election that was all controversial. Anna Andratici, Instagram Live, California. What's up? I haven't even been reading my damn Instagram comments. Arab Money 101 says, I can't get in. What are you trying to get in? This dude says, bro, it's 2 a.m. This guy never heard of time zones. You do know we might be in a different time. You do know the internet is global, right? This guy is a little confused by time zones. He thought his time zone was everybody's. That's how narcissistic the world is. I literally get people can't perceive that they're in a different... Bro, why are you doing this so late at night? Because you live in a fucking other part of the world from me. That's why it's not so late here, believe it or not. I mean, it's nighttime, but it's not that late. Okay, Ty, could you help in making a clothing business? So here's the deal. My buddy, Jeremy, that I said is traveling the world and has hardly been back in America in 1 or 2 years, it's because now what he's working on, he's dating a girl who has a clothing business, and he's taken, by doing internet marketing and the things that I'm showing you, he's taken her business. She was doing about $1 million a year, and he thinks he's on track to do $1 million a month. So he's 10x'd her clothing business. She sells like meditation, I don't know, it's like yoga stuff. So yes. Bob Samurai said, Ty, took your advice to get into online sales, made $150 in my second week using eBay. Oh, one of the bonuses we have in there, we have a whole section on how to sell on eBay. Now that's something that I've never done, but I brought in this guy who's an expert at eBay. He's got a Lamborghini and he's like 21. And one of the things he's an expert at is selling in. All the people with Lamborghinis always call me. I guess they feel like camaraderie. Uh-oh, my fish are being fed in the background. You hear that? I thought the automatic feeder got broken. I got my automatic feeder. Fish are going crazy. That's another thing. Selling fish supplies. People, you know how much money people spend on fish supplies? By the way, these review sites I was telling you, don't sleep on that. All right. I'm about to go. How long was it? Dude, what is up with my... Is the new Snap update like crashing? No, but they've been complaining for other reasons. Somebody said 2:40 a.m. here, and I'm drunk off melatonin because your alert went off. You got drunk off melatonin? By the way, melatonin, that's another thing you could sell. So sleep supplements, man. People can't sleep nowadays. Ty, would you recommend staying away from single-person business owners or money and selling service leads to small business owners such as painters and home remodeling? Yes, but sometimes small business owners are a pain in the butt. Look for some small franchises like gyms and stuff like that. People do really well. That's for a separate call. All right, I've been on here hour and a half. I got to go work out so I don't turn into, I don't even know what you are allowed to call it nowadays. What are you allowed to call it nowadays in the world of political correctness? I feel like Skeletor? No. If you don't work out, you get more two on the gravitationally impaired. Is that legal? The more your mass increases, the more gravity pulls on you. So, how about this? Gravitationally attractive. America has a lot of gravitationally attractive people. Skeletor would be the opposite. Somebody wrote obesity, and somebody wrote thick. You should, that's Rome? Is that what you said? All right. Somebody said, thanks, man. Baron Garbo. You're welcome, Baron. Ray Kahuma said, Ty, you're so funny. Froyan said, heavy set. Ty, tread lightly. Chewbacca. Big bodied. I'm telling you, gravitationally attractive is the best because that's actually scientifically unarguable. That's one of the things that, Albert Einstein proved. And I think Newton did. Didn't Newtonian physics? Basically, the heavier things get, you warp time. I wonder if you'd be fat enough you could warp time. That'd be an advantage. Adrian goes, what a woman. Adrian doesn't like his women skinny. Adrian likes his women gravitationally warping. He goes, I met this girl on Tinder. She warped my time, boy. She made me breakfast yesterday before I knew her. What?
Under select payment plan, it's only $497 and 4 payments of $149 for
Yeah.
$596. It's not the 200.
Yeah, it's less than 200. Yeah, that's all right. The payment plan is cheaper.
Payment of $497.
Yeah. Or they pay a little more if they do it, the payment plan. Yeah, they got the payment plan too, so. Ty, what's your opinion on the science of getting rich? That's a book. I read all kinds of books and different books. Each of them have a little bit of truth. You blend them all together and you get a lot of truth. In terms of the science of getting rich, everything could be broken down. But if by science you mean steps, there's steps for everything. There's steps to get skinny. There's steps to be happier. There's steps to, being a better race car driver. There's steps to being a better basketball player or soccer player, football player. There's nothing that doesn't have steps. There's steps to being a better public speaker. There's steps to making money. It's like funny how people think that's the one thing that if you bring that up, they're like, that's a scam. I'm like, why? What doesn't have steps? What is there that can't be improved? Maybe we can think of. Can anybody think of something that can't be improved? A major part of humans' life that can't be improved. Health, wealth, love, happiness. Those are the 4 main things we all want. Health can be improved by doing certain steps correctly. Love life can be improved by doing certain steps. Happiness can be done. Like, for example, sitting out in the sunlight has been proven to make people happier. If you sit in the dark all the time, you don't get your pituitary gland stimulated. Like, you need you need light hitting your brain through your eye. That's how we're built. That's a step. And now it doesn't guarantee you'll break depression, but it is a step in the right freaking direction. So time can't be improved. Yeah, time can be improved because you can have a better daily routine. Some people's daily routine is lazy, man. Some people, same 24 hours, they get a whole bunch done. Just like this live call I did, guarantee you. Same information that I gave there. If you look across all 4 of these, Twitter Live, YouTube Live, Facebook Live, Instagram Live, and my website Live, people are going to watch this same information. And some of them are going to figure out how to turn coconut water ratings or, glove of death or the clock business, the vegan snack business, all these ones that I've taught people for free online. Some people are going to turn those into real things that change their life forever and change their family's life and change their kids' life and going to allow them to quit their job and travel the world and, have more money to pay down your debt and be less stressed and buy nicer things and get a better house and all that stuff. And some people are just going to stare at it like, it didn't work, Ty. I'm like, okay, it didn't work for you because you got to actually do stuff. And it's not that hard to do stuff. It's not even hard anymore. 100 years ago, you had to plow your own field. That's hard. I've done it before. I lived with the Amish for 2.5 years. We had to take horses. You have no tractor. You have to harness up the horse at 5 in the morning. You got to feed the horse. You got to go out. You got to take a plow. We used to take a single horse plow, stand behind it and have it plow the field for literally 8 hours, and then you do it again the next day. And then I had a tomato business. I had like 2,000 tomato plants. We sold them to like grocery stores. That was a hard business in terms of physically hard. Now everything I do is like, geesh, I could go to sleep today. Like I told you, this one business, let's see if it made any money while we're sleeping. I mean, while I was talking, not sleeping, while Zach was sleeping over there. I'll unlock this Stripe. What do we got? 47,786 and 55 cents. There we go. So I did no work on this today, and almost made 50 grand in one day. And that's gross. It's not all profit, but there's profit in that. Usually if you run a business right, you'll make between 15 and 30% of it will be profit. So if you can make 10 to, and that's just one of my businesses. If you can make 10 to 30 grand a day profit, it's a lot of money. Most people make that in a year, man. So that's the stuff you're going to learn inside this program. So for those of you who got in, see the last name of the person who got in. Here we go. Then I'm leaving. I'm leaving the link up. All right. James Hines. Oh, in Germany. Awesome. Welcome, James. Daravath Chuth. This is another person in Vietnam. Man, I love all the people doing it outside the U.S., especially if you live in countries like Cambodia, Vietnam, Argentina, all this stuff. Here's why. Dude, your cost of living is so low. So you just sell into American customers. You sell into European customers that have crap load of money, and you spend your money in a country. I mean, literally, put it this way. For you guys who like Latin America, you move down to Colombia, you move down to Argentina, you move down to Brazil. Now, it's not exactly like living in the U.S., but you don't have to live there 365 days a year. You can go there for half the year. Go down to Panama. For $2 grand, you're going to get a place that in America would cost you 10 grand. For $1,000, you're going to get an equivalent of a place that would be $5,000. So you're going to you can rent a nice place or Airbnb. Food that will cost you, $100 meal here is going to be like $25 there. Going out, you can buy a bottle, like at a club in LA. If you want to go out, a club in LA, a good bottle is going to cost. I got a table, no idea why. It was on my Snapchat. It was for somebody's birthday that I don't even know that well, but I felt bad that I got there late, so I bought like 2 bottles. Were you with me? You were with me, Adrian. What was that? We're at Avenue. So I bought, what did I buy? It was tequila. Anyway, it was, Don Julio, 1942. And it only lasted for like 5 people. The whole thing was 25. I was only there. We were there for what, 20 minutes? Probably 20 minutes. I spent $2,500 for 20 freaking minutes. You go down to Colombia, you go down to Panama, $2,500. Like, and same with Europe, Czech Republic, Hungary. They got bottles for $40 to $60. For $2,500, you could have 40 bottles. 40 of the same freaking alcohol, basically. Maybe not, 8, maybe not exactly. But the point being, I went on Halloween. I took all these crypto billionaire guys. These guys worth $100 million, $1 billion. And I went to, what club did we go to? Who was with me? Was that you, Sam? Bootsy, Bella? No, it wasn't Bootsy. That was $15,000 for 10 people. 15 G's. Shoot, with 15 G's, you can live in Colombia for you can live there for 5 months. 5 months with food, rent, partying, everything. So that's another reason that you want to learn how to sell online, because now you're location neutral. You can travel and live wherever you want. You're free. Freedom means a lot to me. I'd rather, honestly, I look back on the days when I had a little more freedom. I kind of envy those days. You don't even need, I know how to make $50 million, but $50 million comes with a lot of headaches. In hindsight, I'm actually, believe it or not, I'm trying to make less money nowadays. I'm trying to lower my income because, the saying, more money, more problems, more headaches. You got more IRS shit. You got more employees. You got more Social Security tax. I'm sick of it. So I know how I went up and I'm like, dude, I want to make less. You do not need to make 50 million a year. A good number, I would say a goal for a lot of you, if you can gross, 100 to 2 million bucks, 100,000 a year to 2 million. You live like a king. You'd be fine, or queen, whatever you are. So, yeah, you don't have to go insane. You can just, but learn. You got to become a learning machine. And people go, why should I get in your programs? Well, it's a learning machine learns continually, all the time, from different sources. It's not picky. It's a learning machine. Like people go, oh, Ty, infomercials, those are scams, right? I'm like, yeah, but I watch them because I want to learn, okay, why are they using that color button on the website? Why are they using that headline? Why are they speaking in that tone of voice with that rhythm? You don't have to do the scam. You can take stupid ideas and take the best from them. I read any book. People go, oh, what do you think about this, spiritual book? I'll read it. Doesn't mean I have to agree with all of it. I'll just read some of it, learn from some of it, boom. Oh, Ty, what do you think about this guy's course? I buy other people's courses. I pay coaches at least $1 million a year to coach me. People go, well, does that coach know everything? I'm like, no, but they know something. And I want to be a learning machine. Learning from, I go to Barnes & Noble, I buy 20 different books. I buy Republican politics books, Democrat politics. I buy some history, some psychology, some business, some investing, some cryptocurrency. That's how a smart person operates. You don't want to be boxed in. You want to be, like Bruce Lee said, be like water. Water takes the form of the cup. When the cup is a mug, it's about this. When it's the form of this, it adjusts and it modifies its behavior based on its environment. And you got to modify this. This world has changed a lot, and you have to learn how to modify your behavior based on the modern world that we live in now. So, someone said the cost of living in Africa is even less. Yeah, South Africa, my buddy loved South Africa. There's a lot of places you can live in Africa. I don't know much about Africa, so I won't speak on it. I've only basically barely been there, but there's a ton of places. I didn't name all the places you can live. There's literally 1,000 cool places to live in the world, maybe more. 1,000. There's 20 in America, 20 in Europe, 20 in South America, 20 in Asia, 20 in, Africa. It's all over, man. It's whatever you want. You make your world. So I hope you make a good one. And I will tell you, you got to learn a lot. We live in the knowledge society. We don't live in the 9-to-5 society or the school society anymore. It's a knowledge society. The more you know, the more you understand, the more varied your sources of information, the better you're going to be off in the long run. That's my belief. So, all right, Garrett Sissom, welcome to the group. I'm headed out and going to work out here. A little bit late, but oh well. Better late than never. Talk to you guys soon. Click the link here. I'm going to leave this link, like I said, I'll leave it up for another 30, 40 minutes. If you're on YouTube, tylopez.com/moneyonline. Facebook, tylopez.com/robotincome. Twitter, tylopez.com/4steps. Instagram Live, tylopez.com/robotic. If you're on my website, click the link. I'm doing the scholarship thing. It ain't lasting long. It's till it fills up or Friday. And I hope you guys, by the way, some of you get through this program, start making money, and get in my 300 group. People I've taken, I want to take 300 people from rags to riches. I've been documenting them. I've been posting them on my Snapchat. I've been doing it for over a year since I did it. You've seen it. These are not paid actors. These are not bullshit. I mean, I'm sure some people stretches the truth, but these are people making money. I see it. I watch them. We double check their accounting. Like I said, I'm sure some fakes will slip into the 300 group, but most of them aren't. I see the results. I see what they're doing. And I've been watching them, some of these people for over a year now. So I hope you'll be one of the 300. And I'm going to do a big party in my house just for the 300. It's not a paid group. This e-commerce is a paid thing, but for the people who graduate and do extra well, and I'm just defining rags to riches as people who started out, didn't inherit their money, didn't inherit a business, weren't given money by anybody, didn't win the lottery, and they go to 6 or 7 figures in basically 1 year or less. Okay, so if it takes them 20 years, I'm not going to take credit for that because they probably could have done it But and I'm not an exact stickler. It's like, oh, if somebody went from 0 to making 99,000, I'll probably put them in the group. It depends on the circumstances. If somebody, grew up in the ghetto, like my dad is from Harlem. Like if I took somebody, who dropped out of high school, has never made a penny in their whole life, and they made $100,000 their first year, I'll probably put them in the group. Now, if you're somebody who was a little nicer life, I might not let you in. It's a little bit subjective, but I try to be fair with everybody. So far, everyone in it is making way over $100,000. They're making between like $20,000 a month and $100,000 a month. It's cool. There's men, there's women, there's younger people, there's older people, there's white people, there's black people, there's Latin people, there's Asians, there's Americans, there's non-American. It's a very non-homogeneous group. So it's kind of cool. I have found you got to judge people individually. There's going to be people watching this that live in, like I said, Vietnam, and they come out, making $1 million a year. Jack Ma, China, was making 80 cents a day as a school teacher. 80 cents, $20 a month. And now he's worth more than almost any human in history. He literally went from $20 a month to over $20 billion. That was in China, communist country. That's the greatest rise I've ever seen. Bill Gates kind of grew up in a nicer family, and so did Mark Zuckerberg. But you go from 80 cents a day income, that doesn't even make sense. That means he was making like 10 cents an hour, So if you think your income's low, read the story of Jack Ma, who started Alibaba. All right. Good night. So long. Farewell. By the way, Zach, meet me in the game room. No, what did I say it was? What's it say? Meet me in the playroom. Hey, Adrian, love what you're doing in Africa.